Hello everyone and welcome back to my The 100 Lion Last Defense Academy Let's Play. The last time we successfully persuaded Tsubasa to join the fight, or at least consider to join the fight. And now we're trying to persuade Gaku. And I mean, he was not willing, and now we need fashion advice from Hiroko. That's it. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiroko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiroko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record.
Huh?
A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. She's even doing administrative work. She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they may try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least. If that's true, then we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Huh? Sorry, never mind. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? Gaku is always wearing patched up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and he doesn't seem like no amateur. According to Takumaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. Then what about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the Gift-O-Matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching... Sewing kit! A sewing kit? This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. That's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is gonna be a pain. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. If the place Darumi found was a surgical facility, they might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Hopefully more people than just her join this time. Because, I mean, we didn't have any problems with just Eito, but I was scared for a bit because I keep losing HP in the overworld. Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Darumi? Well, no. She said what she means. So, yeah. This time we skip. Okay, take me to that hospital, Darumi. Yeah, okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost. Oh, this is so me. Right down here, huh? Search, start. Is there any treasure chests? Oh, there is one. I mean, it wouldn't be too much of a detour to get it, I guess. But let's just go. You find an abandoned research lab. It looks like they studied mineral ore here. Put an item into one of the machines. I don't have any items. Grab some rocks. It was just an ordinary stone. It didn't seem like particularly valuable, but it could be useful as crafting material.
This looks good.
I did not want to risk flipping a random switch and then just dying. You found a creepy straw effigy in some temple ruins. It exudes exudes a discernibly malevolent aura. Pluck up your courage and pick it up. Kill it with fire. The effigy went up in flames and turned to ash. Almost immediately, the air in the surrounding area changed as if the land had been purified. Reroll target space. Oh, nice. You find an unexploded bomb under some rubble. You might be able to scrap it for parts. I'm gonna lose HP for this, but I gotta try. Oh, never mind. You carefully defused the bomb and was able to scrap it for parts. However, I did that. So, now I need one more down. Okay. Got 5. Gonna continue. Oh, that wasted my 5. No. You arrive in a pretty flower field. You decide to pick a nice flower before leaving. Lavender, crimson. Crimson. Watching out for the thorns, you gingerly reached out your hand and picked a crimson rose. Cool.
Yes.
Now that's epic. You find a forest where bamboo and mushrooms grow in profusion. Which one will you pick? These could be poisonous. You pick the bamboo shoots growing at the base of the bamboo stalk. They look so fresh. Great for crafting material. Let's go.
This looks good.
Actually finding stuff. School uniform. Let's see if I can skip this. You're surrounded by a thick fog. Oh no, not the fog. You can barely see what's in front of you anymore. Wait for it to pass? It was difficult to find a place to hide. As you wandered around, you became completely drenched by the fog. Move -5. Okay. Well, not that I had had much movement anyway. We need to go... Yeah. And then we go right. Let's try our luck with this. You trip and fall while exploring some ruins. You end up in the basement. Let's look for... Explore? Well, you decided to continue exploring the basement. It was dark and you fell down many times, but it was worth it. You discovered a rare ore. But she took 5 HP damage, so that's not great.
This looks good.
I mean, if we're lucky, I can just dodge everything, like all the fights. And so far we are pretty good. You find what looks like a pine mushroom. It just so happens you're feeling hungry. Is it okay to eat this? No. It's dangerous to eat foods you don't know. You put the mushroom down and left. Okay. Holding down the mushroom, you see a bird flying overhead with something shiny in its beak. It might be something valuable. Throw a stone. We have a stone. The rock you threw hit the bird dead on. It dropped the stone it was carrying. Hell yeah. Didn't even have to sacrifice my normal stone. And now we can just go there. You got needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. Nice. Alright, I got all the materials. Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play a depressing arrow gaze. Yeah, got quite a bit. Wow. So we make this sewing kit. Yes, the sewing kit's done. I immediately headed to Gaku's room with a newly made gift. Let's see if I can persuade him too, huh? Doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never going to fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. The heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use the sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I gotta admit, this is pretty thoughtful. I had just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. And look, I feel bad saying this after you gave me this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho chat type. No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I could get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Uh-oh, here we go. Begin persuasion. Why when I fight, isn't it obvious?
Hey!
It's because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane
You're
place.
such a chicken.
And then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them?
Make bank. Perfect.
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
Okay, but how did I get a perfect this time? I don't get it. What? Make money? According to Hiroko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. Whoa! Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Real bad. You have no idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then... But if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be safe too. Huh? Isn't that a good thing? No way. It's not fair. Not fair? I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I ask for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair. Shut up! You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He never agreed to join us until this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past and see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I want to help you.
Shut up, I don't need your help. If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that, it can bring me a rich girl with huge knockers. Seems like shallow empathy only has the opposite effect. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the first statement either, so I'm like, probably none of these. It's not good, I failed. What can I do to get Gaku to fight when he's holding such a resentment for Tokyo residential complex? Well, that's a rip, man.
You want to know how many jobs?
17.
I worked. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself.
I'd have to work this much.
Is that messed up? So I asked adults for help to show some love to our home. but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever.
Oh my god, that was close. That was perfect, actually, never mind. That was not close.
Save your siblings.
My siblings? Takumaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? Nah, not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I've had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it takes me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those brats can go die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
Kill every last one of them. Oh, still got 60% somehow. What's with this guy, really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I need to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once.
That's
They
truly
just
how kids
complained
are.
about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up
sound
all
like a
night
mom.
just to sew for them.
I don't
Little
know.
parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Oh, give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, die, die!
Okay.
Enough already!
I don't know if I should have waited a second longer. I felt like I was messing that one up anyway. Not until society gives me what I'm owed. I turned into such a piece of trash because society sucks. It's all society's fault, not mine. There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling. Maybe the first statements don't feel like I should say
The
those.
reason I was holding down so many
Maybe.
and
I'm gonna
just
see if there's gonna be a statement after
if
this.
Anything, I must have mended their clothes. Their little Paris. If it weren't for them, I could have bought new clothes. Oh, damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats! Die, 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 die,
He's,
die! The invaders can kill every last one of those brats.
He's not doing too
I
hard.
wouldn't even shed a tear.
I don't believe you. Huh? Okay. Sometimes you just don't gonna say anything. Damn it, die! They can all die! They all deserve to die! They all should just die. But then why? Why is it when I get mad at them being killed?
I start crying!
It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefits to my life. Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? fight to save your siblings. You want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it, my life sucks. Was I a panty thief in my previous life?
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
I took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like me, for the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Just fight for your family. What? Damn. Got him. Persuasion complete. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know? My own parents didn't want me, so who needs family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them even now? They could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life, I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, you can't just abandon them, their family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know? Of course. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. Here we go. Got him to day 15.
Get ready for your prepare to spend
day.
another day. Be ready to give your life.
Okay, still the same. The announcement played like usual, and I got out of bed, feeling like it would be just another morning. But then... Ding dong. Who could that be? Whomst. I opened up the door and welcomed my guest inside. Not she again. How did you like the meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to make. There's a reason for that. I sliced your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding. You've been downright.
Hey!
Yeah, sure, you got me. Did you want something or did you just come here to prank me? Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hiroko sent me on important business. Mistress Hiroko? She wants you and me and Takumaru and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. I have to go tell the others. The Mistress Hiroko's orders must be carried out promptly and efficiently. Darumi bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in her wake. Another meeting, huh? But it's only us this time. The deadline's tomorrow. Oh, so maybe Hiroko wants to discuss that test she mentioned. Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Well, do we even have enough time to persuade, like both him and the twins? If we have only one day left. Well, we'll see, I guess. You're all here. You bet we are. I gathered them all up just like you told me. I can see that. You did an admirable job, Darumi. Mistress praised me. Did something happen between those two? Apparently. Come on, let's hear it. What do you want this time? I want a report on your progress. How are your attempts to win over the non-fighters going? So this was part of your plan. Have you managed to convince them yet? You only have one day left. Well, not all of them, but I think Tsubasa and Gaku are starting to come around. I see. That's good. I didn't expect you to convert all 5, of course, but we can deal with the holdouts later.
Huh?
Deal with them how? True to my original plan, anybody who doesn't have the will to fight will be forced to leave tomorrow. What? Wait a minute. It took a while, but we've made real progress. With just a little more time, I'm sure we can. I'm sorry, but a promise is a promise. I can't go back on my word. But without any protection or battle experience, they'll die out there. If they're not going to contribute to the war effort anyway, what difference does it make? Why does it have to be like this? To defeat the invaders and win the war, naturally. You really think abandoning those guys is gonna make it any easier for us to win? I'm certain of it. I've already pointed out the possibility of them drawing the enemy's attention away from the school for a while. There's also the chance that facing real danger will knock some sense into them and finally bring out their fighting spirit. Those chances are slim. It's not worth the risk. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Allowing victory to elude us would render the risks we've taken and the sacrifices we've made up to now completely meaningless. If you have time to spend worrying about the others, I prefer you spend it training to use your Hemoanima more effectively. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. When push comes to shove, we all have to be prepared to give our lives. As usual, Hiroko left no room for discussion, leaving us alone to mull over her words and consider our options. Oh, such an ice queen! How could anybody not stand that? Something she said just now bothers me. Aside from the obvious, you mean? Yes, but never mind. It's probably just my imagination. Nothing worth worrying about. What's our next move? Today's our last chance to save those guys.
Hey!
I'll talk to them one last time. It might not do any good, but it's worth a try. We have to do something, or it'll all be over for them tomorrow. You're right. We can't possibly abandon our friends to such a cruel fate. I won't let Hiroko force them out either. I'll step in to protect them if I have to. You can't use violence and threats to get people to do what you want. Society just don't work like that. I never expected Takomaru to be the one to uphold the laws of society. Appearances can be deceiving, I guess. In the back of my mind, I'd been hoping really, that Hiroko would go back on her plan and cut the non-fighters some slack. I could see now how foolish I'd been to think that. Even if I've managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, Shoma and the twins will still have to leave. I can't let that happen. I have to try to talk to them one last time. I should talk to Shoma, Ima, and Kako before it's too late. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. Wait. I need to go over here. Roof North. Shoma, Kako, Ima. Man, what a great choice of characters. I guess she's the least terrible. This is Kako's room. Maybe she'll be more willing to listen to me today. I rang the doorbell and waited. After a little while, the door was pulled open by a shaky, hesitant hand. Brother Jirosai. Oh, it's you, Takumi. Sorry if I surprised you. I just wanted to ask you something. Have you made your decision on what you're going to say tomorrow? If you don't agree to fight like the rest of us, you'll have to leave. I know, but my dear brother said he had a plan. He said there's no need for me to fight. Just like he said there's no need for me to ever get married or leave home. I feel like that's a discussion for another day. Okay, but let's put Ima and his plan aside for now. What do you want to do? Me? Was it really that hard of a question? I don't really know. My dear brother usually handles all the big decisions. It's no different now. I have no choice but to go along with what he says. Alright. I guess that's that then. Thank you for coming. Kago bowed uncertainly and closed the door, being careful to avoid making eye contact the whole time.
Hey!
That's about what I expected. I can't imagine a timid girl like that ever going out on the battlefield. I don't know, man. This is Ima's room. Let's see if he's around. I rang the doorbell and waited. A moment later, the door was thrown open. Oh, Mr. Sumino, it's you. To what do I owe the pleasure? Don't tell me you're still hoping to convert me to your side. How much do you think you can achieve in just one day? Ima, please. At least think about it. I've done all the thinking I need to, Mr. Sumino. My safety is guaranteed, thanks to the plan I've come up with. Alright, you mentioned before that you had a plan of your own. It's a simple enough solution. All I need is a way for me and my dear sister to remain at the academy without needing to fight. There's no way Hiroko is going to allow that. That's the problem. That's the problem my strategy aims to address.
Hey!
And what is this strategy exactly? Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, it would lose all the strategic value. Well, Ima waved me goodbye and closed the door, his easy smile devoid of any kind of fear or anxiety. He seems so confident. I hope the secret plan of his isn't anything violent. Oh. It's probably like, just hide, I don't know. This is Shoma's room. I wonder if he's in. I rang the doorbell and waited. Eventually, the door slowly opened. Hello, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for ruining your day with my existence. Well, we're off to a great start here. Hey Shoma, the deadline Hiroko set for you guys is coming up tomorrow, you know? Are you sure you want to reconsider things? At this rate, she really is going to throw you out. Yes, I know. I guess I'll just be thrown out like the trash I am. You don't really want that though, right? You shouldn't expect too much from me. I'm so hopelessly inept that me losing is basically a foregone conclusion, no matter what kind of conflict it is. This isn't some kind of physical or psychological shortcoming I can work on and overcome someday. My uselessness is baked into me at a cellular level. I may as well accept my fate. My staying here would only cause me more trouble for everyone. You understand what you're saying, right? Once you get beyond the wall of fire, you'll probably die. Yes, I know. I've accepted that too. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's better to get over it with it now, so I don't really let you down later. I'm sorry to end up here with someone like me. Shoma bowed his head in a gesture of deep regret and disappeared back into the darkness of his room. It's no good. He's too pessimistic for me to convince him now. I've talked to all three of the remaining non-fighters, but it hasn't done any good. I've done what I can now. I guess I'll just go back to my room. So, what do you do with this free time? And that's it? I had a feeling it would turn out this way, but I'm still not happy about it. If those three really are kicked out tomorrow, what'll happen to them then? Isn't there anything I can do? I wonder who that could be. Has one of them changed their mind after all? Hope fluttered in my chest as I went to the door, but when I opened it... Hello, Takumi. May I have a moment of your time? Oh, hi, Ada. What's up? I wanted to discuss something with you. You know, about Hiroko. What about her? You remember what I told you in the cafeteria this morning? Something Hiroko said back then bothered me. I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure now that it's important. Oh, I just realized now. I did not look at the part-time at all. The entire time I was recording, and I just realized we are of the part-time, so, you know what? Heck with it. See you guys in the next episode. What has I to say? You will find out the next time. Hope you like this episode, and bye-bye!